Hey everyone, I'm gonna call this video my initial review. I haven't had this tool long enough to do official, full use review, so this is just my initial thoughts. What you see in front of you is the Leatherman Wingman multi-tool. It's a new release from Leatherman as of October 2011, and it is a traditional multi-tool that Leatherman has, and I'll say that it is what I consider on the low end or mid-range tool set that Leatherman has. You can get it at different websites, of course. I've seen the price range $10 to $12 in difference. So, for example, KnifeWorks has it for basically $25 plus shipping, and so you can see it between 25 and 36 bucks basically. So shop around. Not that expensive, but I think so far it appears to be a pretty good tool. It's all metal, which is different than some of last year's models. Let me do the specs real fast. The big thing they're pushing here is it's more spring action. So you crack open the multi-tool and you're going to see springed pliers. So, it's not like a huge difference in the use of the multi-tool, but it has a spring on it. And you're going to see the traditional or pointy needle nose pliers, which I like. Some of the Leathermans have been blunt in the past, which aren't great. Not all of them, some of them, but I like the sharper point. You have the wire cutters. You have tools on the inside of the handle as well as the outside. So you have a Phillips screwdriver and a flathead screwdriver on one side here. The Phillips head screwdriver looks more thin than what I've seen on other Leatherman tools, and the coating of it seems to be just straight the standard metal that's the same as the rest of the multi-tool. I like, so far, and again I need to use it, but the coating, I'm comparing this against the Charge TTI, which is their flagship model. The coating of the TTI's Phillips head it's black, and it has kind of some slick properties to it that it doesn't grip the screw very well, and the default one that can come with it is somewhat big, and it just, with the coating on here, it slips a little bit, and that's not ideal. So hopefully this one will be better. It looks visibly better, or non-slip. And let's see, on the other inside part of the knife, you have a bottle opener, can opener. You have a file. Okay, let's put them down. They're pretty easy to get out. They do come out in a group. A file, and then I'm not sure the name of it, but I think it's a box cutter. So it's sharp right here. You kind of slide down like that. And on the back of the file, just in the event that you can't figure out what 1 inch is, they got 1 inch ruler here for you. So that's there. Got that taken care of. So you fold that down. Let's flip it over, and you can see here it has a pocket clip which you can take off with the screws here. The screws are adjustable. You can take it apart if you need to or want to, which is different than, again, last year's model that were pressed in to the actual multi-tool. Basically, it's going to allow you to clean it better. You can tighten things up if they come loose, etc. So let's flip it around. Overall, it is pretty smooth. It's the traditional, a little bit of pressure to close things, but it's not difficult. Everything's aligned nicely. You can see that it is a rectangle, but it's curved down at the bottom here. Pretty nice design, very simple looking, not overly long, not too thick. Definitely can take the pocket clip off. And let's look at the blade here. It is a locking blade, so you know, if that you have some concerns about EDCing this and your local laws with locking blades, you should at least acknowledge that. Very sharp. It's the 420 steel, and it was sharp, and it's easy to sharpen. Serrations are spaced pretty far. I don't think that would be a big deal. I'm not a huge fan of the serrations. I wish it didn't have the serrations, but it is what it is. And let's see here. We have scissors as well. And I have to admit, out of the box, the scissors threw me. I don't know what happened, but anyways, the scissors, they look different than other Leatherman models that I have. They are larger and longer, and I'll say that I had high hopes for them. And I'm not just saying that I'm being let down or anything, but I'll show you where I'm going here. Just a quick comparison. These are the TTI scissors. You can tell that they're very different in size. All right, so they're spring-loaded scissors, and out of the box, I opened it up and started using it like this. Like, what the heck? It doesn't cut anything. Look, it's like I'm cutting, and the spring is not working. There's no spring. I was trying to figure it out. What's going on? Like, I thought I was ready to send this thing back. There's no spring in my scissors. I was expecting some kind of spring right here, like you see on the Swiss Army knives. But what you have to do is make sure this blade, when you open it up, it's locked all the way back. Locked all the way back. You see this bar move forward, and there's your spring. So I don't know if it's a little slow today or not, but if you don't press it out or in far enough, it won't engage the spring. So seems to be much better. The scissors are very thin, and they seem to cut okay. I had problems with other Leathermans that you can cut, let's say you're cutting your fingernails, right? So you can cut one side, you flip it over, and then it just doesn't work on the other side. So these seem to be a little bit better. Like the juice scissors are horrible. So that is that. And again, you have to unlock the liner lock to close the scissors. Quick specs again, it has spring action regular pliers, wire cutters, small screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver, wood metal file, can opener, 428C knife, spring action needle nose pliers, a wire stripper, a medium screwdriver, spring action scissors, bottle opener, a ruler that's 1 inch or 2.54 centimeters, package opener, that's the box cutter I showed you. All locking outside blade, stainless steel body, removable pocket clip, stainless steel handles, and it is 3.8 inches long when closed, and the blade is 2.6 inches, and the overall tool weighs 7 ounces, which is actually that's where they get you right there. It weighs a little bit, so it's not bad, pretty good size. Just a quick compare. This is last year's equivalently priced model. It's a Leatherman kick. You can see it uses more plastic on the inside, so plastic here and here. It's definitely lighter and longer. Okay. You can see maybe a little bit more blunt in the pliers up here. And the overall quality is, well, I need to use this one more, but out of the box quality, you can see that I'm missing a press fit screw already that fell out. It is pretty smooth, and I think again for the price it was pretty good. And it's definitely lighter, but the new model, the Wingman, seems to be more durable. And quick size comparison to the TTI here. Again, the TTI is top end, expensive, high quality steel. Other things, and you can see close to the same closed size. Okay, and finally here's the skeletal tool on the right side. So it needs to be used a little bit more, but so far I'm pretty impressed. I think it's a good price for what it is. Later.